The digestive system, as explained by an idiot. Everyone loves food. From cooking it, serving it, taking pictures of it.
But why?
Sharing it, and of course eating it. But what happens once the food is consumed? Most people think it just goes down a hole and into the stomach, but what actually happens is far more complex. The idiot team has spent days trying to find out just that. And we think we found an answer. The alimentary canal is the primary series of organs that do most of the work. The main functions of the alimentary canal are ingestion, digestion, absorption, and defecation. And the main organs associated with the alimentary canal are the mouth, the pharynx, the esophagus, the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, and the anus. These organs work together in order to supply the body with nutrients from foodstuff through absorption. Each one of these organs have their own unique functions. For instance, the mouth. The mouth is comprised of the lips, labia, that protect the opening, the cheeks which form the surrounding walls of the mouth, the hard palate which is the roof, the soft palate which is behind the hard palate, uvula, and the tongue. Its main purpose is to chew the food, mix the food with saliva, develop taste, and innate swallowing. The pharynx and the esophagus squeezes food in a rhythmic motion as well as acting as the aforementioned tube that food goes down.
The stomach is very important when it comes to breaking down food. It is here that the chemical breakdown of protein begins with an enzyme called pepsin. It can often take 4 to 6 hours just for the stomach to empty. Alcohol and aspirin are the only things absorbed by the stomach. Instead it does a churning motion where the food mixes with hydrochloric acid in order to break down foods.
The small intestine's job is to break down sugar, with the help of pancreatic enzymes, who digest starch, protein, fats, and acids. The pancreatic juice getting released into the duodenum is triggered through various hormones. Water is also absorbed in the small intestine. The small intestine uses little finger-like structures called villi and microvilli in order to help absorb nutrients. The large intestine, however, doesn't use enzymes in order to break down nutrients. Instead, bacteria does it for the large intestine. Food is moved along in slow but powerful movements that take any remaining nutrients and push it to the anus where it is properly disposed of. Saliva is an important part of the mouth swallowing and an important part of the whole digestive process in general. You see, the saliva is a mixture of mucus and a few other serous fluids which break down chemicals. Saliva is also responsible for taste as by breaking down some of the foodstuff which reacts with the taste receptors. It also breaks down starch. Saliva is excreted from various glands located around the mouth, usually towards the back. Teeth are a bit complicated, so hold on. Teeth are vitally important for the digestive process as a whole. They break up food, grind it and rip it so that it not only fits and doesn't get caught on the way down. There are two main types of teeth: deciduous, or baby teeth, and permanent teeth. There are 4 types of teeth: incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. Incisors are for cutting the food, canines are for tearing and piercing, and molars and premolars are for grinding the food up. On the tooth, the crown is the pearly white part we see, enamel is the hard substance, dentin is deeper than the enamel and the most abundant part of the tooth, pulp cavity is where the tooth connects, gets blood, and has nerves, root canal is where the pulp extends into the roots, the neck is where the tooth touches the gums and the root is below the gums.